Like, if I was to just ask, like, where were you before we started working together?
Okay. What in everything? Like
In
everything.
fitness specifically, like, what did that
Fitness.
look like for you?
Okay, it looked like I wanted to have a particular look. You know how everyone was saying, "Oh, thick lives save lives," and you want that small waist and that hourglass body.
Mm.
So you're seeing booty, big booty on Insta, on wherever you look, and it was like, "Rah, I want that." But then you're going through and you're seeing that they did like intermittent fasting, they did keto diet, they did that. And remember when I met you, I said to you,
You tried
I
all
went
that, about how many things you tried, the waist trainers, the diet, the
waist
detox
trainer,
teas.
all of the above. Yeah, because I was a lost child and I found my princess
Was
and she found me
You're
and she
so
rescued
silly.
me. No, but you did because and the thing is, it worked for me. Do you know what I mean? Like, remember that time when I even told you that I bought that? What was it? That plan? What's it called? That food plan that the guy gave me. What's it? With that
The meal
trainer, and then
plan.
when we, yeah, and
Oh
obviously
yeah,
there were
yeah,
certain
yeah.
foods that I didn't even eat, and then obviously I'm eating it this because I want to lose weight. No, thank you. We don't like that.
But now you
And
can say
then
you're eating in a way that you enjoy and that works for you.
100%, 100%, especially now, especially with when we did strength and sculpt, when you asked for like with your period and stuff, it was like you didn't actually. I didn't actually take that into consideration. But then like now with my period and stuff, I know what I want to eat and what exercise I will do. Do you know what I mean? So it kind of like really doesn't have that much impact on my body.
Good.
Whereas before, I would still do like the absolute most and be like, "Raw,
And
I
it
found
wipe
it
you
pain."
out. Yeah, 100%. So like with seeing that's where you were and then this is where you are now, like what would be your advice to anyone in terms of, no, actually, what was your personal concerns before taking the leap and joining Strength and Sculpt?
I think, yeah, personally, it was a thing of not even though like let's say like when I did trace back and I did take it back and I did put on the weight again, it was more of a thing like you even know when I would give up, I would be like, nah, I don't want it. But it's like life's still gonna happen in it. So I just realized that number one, darling, life's gonna happen when you get older. It's gonna get worse or it's gonna get better. But if you have a way out to like relax your mind kind of thing, then exercise, isn't it?
So then what originally stopped you or held you back from taking the leap and doing coaching sooner?
Money and I think my emotions got the better of me.
Because I know for you, like one factor that came up massively was you feeling, or like a lack of belief in yourself and feeling like
Yeah,
it was possible for you and like you would actually be able to see those results and actually be able to get there, and kind of
exactly.
seeing everyone else get there and think,
Get
well,
there,
Amy, will it actually work for
happen.
me?
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it would be that thing of, well, okay, it's not happening. But that's what I'm saying. Like this time when we kindled with love of my life. I'm joking. When
You're
we
so
rekindled though,
dramatic.
when we did rekindle though, I just had it in my head that obviously, especially with the pandemic, me working, where would be my free time or my me time to just focus purely on me? So then obviously I was just like, I'm gonna go all in.
So then you also mentioned money as well. What made that difference in terms of, because it wasn't a case where you suddenly found this money and then decided to invest. So like
Mm.
for you, what made you change your mind knowing that money was still something that held you back, but you did it anyways?
Because I realized that obviously when I was doing X, Y, and Z hours, I still have to pay bills, but I still wanted to say, okay, cool. If I'm not gonna save like a certain amount by a certain time, I might as well take that the change that I have kind of thing to obviously invest in my soul.
Mm. Do you regret
Do
it?
you know what I mean? No, honey, you don't see the pictures,
I know.
honey.
I had to ask.
What's going on? What is going on, darling?
on
No, 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 no,
on that
no way.
note, on that note, you know, what results did you get and like what results did you see through your time with SNS?
My muscle gains came back, and I feel like they came back. I wouldn't say quicker. Maybe because obviously my body got used to me working out, so it wasn't as like, even though I had to start again, I was thinking, oh my God, is it gonna be like, am I gonna see changes when I finish with Anna? And I'm like, oh my days, I'm gonna be by myself. But I saw it during the time, so I was like, what child? A bitch gonna come through with this. And was like, oh my God, you don't sweat. I was like, really? I'll be exercising now. I'm taking this shit seriously.
You're crazy.
So now I was happy that I saw it during the time, because I was thinking, oh my days. Remember, like when we did PT, I was like, oh my God, I can see it. Da, 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 da. And I was like, oh, I actually can do it. And she's not even next to me telling me, fix it back. I was like, yeah.
So obviously you lost weight, lost inches around your waist, gained inches around your glutes. But do you feel like you can continue that now confidently without me?
That's a bit harsh. Don't say without. Obviously, it's without you.
Stop being so dramatic.
I'm joking.
You know what I mean?
No, I do think, because you know what it is? I think as well, it's because with the form, I'm always remembering what you told me, and because obviously I've seen you do it, and it's like, this is exercise for me. It's not like, oh, if I go on YouTube and then there's someone doing like craziness, like back-to-back exercises, I can still do that, but I know my body's gonna be thinking, whoa,
it's not right for you.
Yeah. So obviously, I do feel confident, because I've learned a lot about myself this year, if that makes sense. As well as fitness, as well as like mentally and all these things. So I'm trying to not have that lack of self-doubt. Is that what I'm looking for? Yeah, like lack of confidence and everything, like being so hard on myself. Remember, I used to be hard on myself.
I was gonna say, it's nice to focus on, because you've seen some incredible results physically, but then mentally as well, progress wise, what has that kind of looked like for you?
Oh, beautiful, mate. Literally beautiful. Like, I literally self-reflect, every night, and like people have changed towards me, but I am not fast at all. Like, I used to be so emotional, but now I'm like, I'm not even gonna keep the peace. Like, I'm literally in a different space and it's crazy.
Yeah, you're at a point where
like
you
mentally,
can control it a bit more better.
Literally, like in a healthy way. Before I would like binge eat, or I would like drink alcohol. Do you know what I mean? And it was like, nah, that's not cute, babes. Don't do that, because they're sleeping.
Now, how do you, so like, instead of binging, instead of going towards alcohol, now what do you do in order to respond to certain situations like that?
Well, I still use Headspace sometimes. Meditate, exercise, go for walks. If it's not like, say, if I don't really want to do like an intense workout, I will still try to do a bit of cardio, a bit of skipping, just to still keep a bit active. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, dropping that like all or nothing mentality as well, because that was a big one for you.
Basically, exactly. It was.
It was, which is good. So like, with all that in mind, like, what would you say to anyone who's kind of considering SNS, or like going back and forth about it?
I would say, honestly, not only is the body transformation like physically nice to see, but mentally it's like a whole, I don't know, you kind of like evolve into somebody else, you know what I mean? And it's like that excess baggage that you kind of have, you kind of just, rather than articulate it, because not everyone's going to understand you, and you might not want to express your feelings, all that pain and frustration. Push-ups, babe. Just do your ab workout. Just do your glute workout. No, because it's true. No, Ella, you know me, and I love my push-ups. You know me.
Yeah.
That lets my.
So to anyone,
to anyone that wants to join, or is contemplating to join, number one, join. Yeah, because then they'll invest in you in a different level. Like, no, literally, because you've been in different angles, so you kind of have the understanding as well as the PT skills, you know what I mean? And it's like it's a calmer way, because when you see on Instagram, some, not to bash anybody, but some of them do like some crazy things, and it's like, honey, you ain't gotta do that. Just chill. You ain't gotta do that. You ain't gotta not eat for like 3 days. Darling, nah, man, you ain't gotta go on a water challenge. What's that? You know? And that's what I'm saying. Especially the young generation, they're gonna want that fast pace, quickness,
Yeah.
that fast results. And obviously, if you want the long term results, you're gonna get it with strength and sculpt.
Amazing. Thank you.
Yeah.